We're back from break and still at the desk. We're glad you stuck with us. And lots to talk about. I often think, with everything going on, wouldn't it be nice if we had an expert we could just sit down with and ask all of our questions? And we do today on Lowcountry Money Talk. Phil Bloyd is here. We talked about stagflation a little bit. A term you brought up to me months ago.
Yes.
And here we are. We've talked about the bear market and the technical definition, kind of just re-discussing, wrapping up some of our previous episodes. What I want to do for our viewers now is get in your mind a little bit about how we can help them get back some control.
Yes.
A lot of folks kind of losing sleep over the market right now and feeling a little out of control.
Right. So Jessa, when we're out of control, it causes stress and anxiety. And especially when we're talking about our finances, that's very personal.
Yeah.
So if we can reclaim control and we kind of understand where we're at in the market cycle, we'll say, and then we have a plan to deal with that now and in the future, then we can kind of relieve some of the stress. So I think it's very important that we develop that plan.
Yes. And
the plan may consist of, first, we need to make sure that we have 6 months expenses for an emergency.
Right.
So if our car blows up or something.
Yeah.
So we can have the funds available there so that doesn't affect our other growth plan over here. And on our growth plan side, we want to make sure that we have the right amount at risk in equities, and then we invest those over time. And then we have the right amount to provide us the income that we need while we're waiting for the equities to recover. As we are 70 years old or 75, we should have much less of a percentage in equities because they're more risky.
Right.
And then we should have more on the income side to provide us the income that we need.
Yes.
So once we develop that plan and we know how much is in each bucket, we'll say a lot of people like to use buckets. So we have the emergency fund bucket, we have the income bucket, maybe we have several income buckets, even better, and then we have our growth bucket down here at the bottom. So our growth bucket will have the least amount of funds in it, and it will also be the last resort to where we need to go to.
Yes.
So if we need to patch that up a little bit over the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, I think we looked earlier and it said the average recovery time on a bear market's 5 years.
Yeah.
So if I need 5 years to fix the equity portion,
right,
then I need to make sure that I have the income portion up here that's much larger so I can draw from that.
Right.
While we're fixing it.
Yeah, and just really understanding where you are and in terms of then where that plan needs to start going. So people might, really need to dive in right now and take a look and have a portfolio analysis, which you all can help with, of course.
Let me add one thing though.
Yeah, okay.
Once you develop a plan, work the plan.
Oh, yeah.
Or you've wasted all your time that you've put into the plan.
Yes.
Now, more people spend more time planning for a vacation than they do their financial future. And we need to stop that.
Yeah.
So when we develop a plan, don't throw it out the window just because something went off a bit. We have to follow the plan.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's a very good point, because it may be easy to make the plan, although I don't think it's easy to make the plan. Maybe you do.
Some are easier than others.
But sticking to the plan, is a difficult thing to do sometimes.
Yes.
One more key discussion here, and maybe we can scratch the surface before we go to break, is just really talking about, and something you've enlightened me on before, is no matter how strong, no matter how weak the economy, we cannot forget the impact that taxes have.
Taxes are huge.
That can be
impact.
big.
Absolutely. So if we think about, we saved all these funds, and when I take a withdrawal from the fund, maybe the market's down 20% or so, but the government's also going to want their 20% in taxes. So that's a big chunk.
That's a lot.
So I think in the down market, there are some opportunities for taxes where we can kind of lock them in and really get them out of the way. So in the next segment, we'll start off talking about that.
Okay, well, that'll be a really good discussion. As we have you here, I've got a list of questions, and you're going to get a bunch of answers after the break. We'll stick around.